Welcome back, everyone, to Sanity Lost, where we didn't look up time travel.
Probably should have.
We forgot. It's a bummer that we can't. Hold on. Guys, I know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send your memory back in time to talk about time travel, so that way we can close the loop. You ready?
Ow.
Okay, guys, this is actually night 2. The night that we sent back went off on a split on timeline B. So he's either doing better or worse, depending on his actions of what could potentially happen.
I'm the evil knight.
I'm going to buy crypto.
No.
I joke. I still have some that I bought years ago, and I'm like, well, I have it. Do something.
Come on.
Do something.
I would never buy crypto today, but man, there's a small part of me that kind of wishes that in 2007, when people were talking about it, I just bought like one, because that thing's like worth what, like hundreds of thousands of dollars now.
I think Bitcoin's just under $100,000 right now.
Insane.
And, getting manipulated all over the place. But, that's a... Much like the time travel, it's a very political discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I bought mine before COVID, and I just been sitting on it. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
I have it somewhere on something. Anyway, we're not here to talk about crypto. What we are here to talk about is a very simple question of... What was your first Steam game that you ever played? No.
We looked at this earlier.
I know.
Mm-hmm. I have to relook
I already
at it.
forgot what mine was.
Exactly. Do
you guys remember what your first video game ever was?
Ever?
Yeah. Or like earliest video game memory?
My aunt, I would go to my aunt's house, and she would have an NES that she actually played. She would play Dr. Mario on it, so it's like Tetris, but with Dr. Mario pieces. Sorry, with the like Mario pieces and whatnot. But there was a game that I always wanted to play on there, and I think it's she had Skate or Die, which I definitely remember, and then there was another one which was kind of like a top view adventure game, but it wasn't Zelda. Somebody else go. I'm gonna remember what the name of this game is.
Yeah, I mean, mine's split between two. It was either Pokemon Red or Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy. I still have the cartridges of both, actually. My Kirby Dream Land's in much better shape. But those were the first two I have memory of. I also played a lot of Ape Escape when I was a kid.
I remember Ape Escape.
Star Tropics.
Oh, I remember Star Tropics. That's a good one.
Star Tropics. That's what it is.
I think my first video games, if you want to call it that, were around the Zork time frame. I don't remember which specific Zork, but it was something on a Atari time frame. The more vivid memory, although I don't remember the name of the game at all, was some role-playing game when I was probably around 10 or 12-ish. And the reason why this one is particularly vivid is the area I was in at the time where is this kind of mountainy area, and there's earthquakes on the screen. And we had an earthquake in the real world happen while I was playing the game in that area.
So you caused it.
So the interpretation between what was going on in the game and the real world, and then realizing that it was an earthquake in the real world, seeing the fish tank kind of swaying a little bit and everything, it's like, whoa, it's very, very weird feeling at that point.
And you're like, if only there was a device that I could strap to my face that I could experience this in 3D.
Oh no.
This is way before VR.
I know. Well, there's the Virtual Boy.
There's the
where it
Virtual
made,
Boy.
Eyes bleed. I don't know if there's anything before that.
My first console was a Sega Genesis, which was funny because my first handheld was the original Game Boy. But Game Boy would have a thing. So Game Boy came with so many different accessories. Like there was one where like you could latch on to like the sides of it and it would flip out, and it's basically like a magnifying glass, but it also had lights. So that this way it's like if you wanted to play in the car, but it's dark out, you could actually like see and stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, that's about as close to virtual eye strain as you were going to get if you didn't own the actual Virtual Boy.
Or try to hold it up to the passing lights, street lights,
Yep.
just to get a peek.
I just need to see it for a second.
Yeah. Now, I remember... I think know what my earliest... I remember my first video game experience was, because my parents, they didn't let us have consoles until later. Like my first console was a PlayStation. But before that, I remember going over to my cousin's house, and it was like the family get-together thing, and they had a Super Nintendo, and they had a little game on there called Mega Man X.
Jesus.
And all I remember thinking was like, why are they getting hit by the car? They got to jump over the car. And I remember that one of my dumb cousins was like, no, the smoke from the car heals you. And me, not knowing anything like about the game, thought that was an actual mechanic until I played the games years later. And I was like, and I started it and I was like, that makes no sense. This is literally the first tutorial stage. Why would smoke heal you? There's not even smoke in any other levels. I'm like, why do you say that? I was like, because I'm like, I don't know. At that point, I'm like 7 years old. I'm like, I don't know. But yes, that started off my love for Mega Man, the Mega Man games.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now that I think about it, remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stand-up machines when like you go to like Pizza Hut?
Quarter eaters, baby.
Quarter eaters. Those were, I missed that so much. That and
So does Chuck E. Cheese. He misses taking all our quarters.
that and Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one. I love that game so much.
And the X-Men. Jack kicks open a door.
I think that's one of the things that my stepdad annoyed my mom with was when I was very little, all of the arcade machines like that. It's like, oh, this is really cool. You just play them constantly. And then my stepdad showed me that when you put a quarter in, you get to you actually control things. But then it's like, oh, these actually need money to do things.
And that started Knight's long history of crime.
We're not supposed to talk about that. It's actually been sealed. Not allowed to talk about that anymore.
Not by me.
The string with the quarter trick, huh, Knight?
I told
Every
you.
time I see the string with
I
the
told
quarter,
you that in confidence.
Yes, well, I have no confidence. Every time I think of the quarter on the string, all I think of is Bender.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bender did it, yeah.
But speaking about no confidence and surprising actions and maybe a little button mashing, Jack kicks open the door. And inside that door, we see a bathroom that has been ripped and torn to shreds. But Jack, before you, you see a wolf. But not just any wolf. Because as it breathes, it's like cold smog, like this cold vapor comes out of its mouth as like a little cloud. And as you look closer and closer, it almost looks slightly translucent and slightly blue as you are looking at an ice sculpture of a wolf as it moves and looks at you. And we're going to do some combat, but first, you need to give me some sanity, baby.
Oh, you chick. That is 59 over 45.
59 over 45? Alright, you're just going to take 2 points of sanity.
2 points of sanity?
Actually, sorry, just one. Just 1 point of sanity, because this is like... Holy poop buckets. What is this? And yeah. Now, combat works slightly different. We're all going into combat here. So, in short, what you're gonna get is you pretty much get a minor action and a major action. Or 2 minor actions. A minor action could be moving, interacting with something, pretty much anything that is like that would be considered like just my brain just farted. But yeah, just keep like I was scanning through the different things, and then I was like, of course, there's like, all that comes up is, what is this music? This music sounded a lot scarier in the first 30 seconds.
Now it's silly.
Yeah, we'll switch this up in a second. But yeah, pretty much it's like pretty much anything that isn't actually fighting, is manipulating stuff. While major actions is like if you have a gun, aiming a gun is a minor action, I believe, and stuff. While major actions are actually attacking or doing something to halt the progress of, or halt the monster. So, or human, or whatever you're facing. Now, the way fights begin in Call of Cthulhu is slightly different, because we're all going to go in here, as I'm just going to imagine that, well, I don't want to imagine. Do you think Jack made a certain reaction?
When he sees this, a breathing ice wolf?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna look horrified, but he's gonna say, "Oh no, I've seen this in a book, I swear." And then he's gonna be like super excited to see this, honestly.
Okay, so we're gonna put everybody into combat mode, but until you guys are alerted, you guys can keep doing whatever you're doing, until you are made known of the presence of the wolf. So, what I need is everyone's dexterity score.
Okay.
Alex is 80.
And this is 80?
70.
And
oh, wait, I was like, why did you roll initiative?
I clicked the send to turn tracker, but it wasn't. Oh, I guess I have to actually have a token on the map for that to work.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write it on here. So let's see. We have Alex, which was it 80 or
80?
80. All right. Jack was what?
70.
70. I'm gonna be real bummed if Benny's dexterity is in the middle of 80 and 70.
That'll be fun. Now, if only I can find initiative.
No,
Just your
what is your
dexterity.
dexterity?
Oh,
your
what is my
dexterity is
dexterity?
your initiative.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
I am 45.
All right. So, and then...
And then we have the unknown of the wolf.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
You didn't have to worry about it. I'm nowhere close.
Yes. So, this is the turn order right now until it is the wolf's turn. Let's see, is this... Oh, wait, I don't... Let's do this music here. Alright. So, here's the turn order, where Alex is going to go first, and then Jack, and then Benny. Somewhere in the middle of that, the wolf is going to go. So... My phone keeps shutting off, so I gotta look up the character sheet. Or not the character sheet, but the stat block. There we go. Alrighty. And so... There it is. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that, and so, double check right here. All right, well, Alex, it is your turn.
All right, well, so Alex has no idea that this is going on upstairs at this point. He's mostly concerned with getting the Leonard into the snowcat so they can get on their way back up to the school. So he's, I assume this is like right after he had walked back in and called for somebody to help with Leonard. So he's basically going to be like, come on, guys, let's wrap it up. We got to get out of here. Leonard's out. He needs help. We got to get back up to the school. And he's going to start working on kind of getting Leonard together in a way where they would be able to pick him up and put him in the snowcat.
Also, one thing for the new players and anyone who hasn't played before, pretty much with its the whatever you guys are fighting on their turn when they go to attack your character, you can, I believe it's dodge, fight back. There's another one that I'm blanking on.
Yeah.
Let's see, the combat round, will this show me? Oh, there we go. Dexterity, order of attack. Yeah, no one has a firearm, so that doesn't matter.
Not yet.
You don't know that.
Well, if you have your firearm out, it would add to your dexterity.
This is
This is the site that we've used in the past.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you for that.
Alright. So, now I got a bunch of things clicked all over the place. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, there's close combat where you'll use fighting. So we'll both use fighting. If you're dodging, pretty much you want to get a higher success than your attacker. So, in short, if you have like a 60 and they have a 50, they could roll a 50. You want to get under the number as close to your number as possible. If that makes sense.
I think so.
So, say if you have a 60 in brawling, you want to roll like a 59 or 60 because they could have like a 70 or 80 fighting, but if they roll a success but only roll like a 50, you still win because you have the closer and higher success.
I thought it was the higher...
Oh, wait, no, that's
it's the
Delta
higher
Green.
level.
That's Delta Green.
I say this doesn't sound right to me. It's the higher level of success. So
Yeah, it's the higher level thing. So if it's both tied, I always get this mixed up with Delta Green.
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty much if you both get successes, regular successes, it kind of just like evens out.
It depends on if you're fighting back or dodging for the close combat.
Yeah.
If you're fighting back, you need a higher level of success than the attacker to win. If you're dodging, the attacker needs a higher level of success than you to win that round, basically.
So like a hard success. I made it very confusing by bringing a whole different rule set into this, like I did last time. So, with that, there is that. Okay, so next is Jack.
Okay, so I kicked open the door, and there's a wolf standing in front of me?
Correct.
Okay. Well, the immediate thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shout, and as I assume that's a minor, right?
Yeah.
So I have 2 minors and a major, what did you say?
You either have a minor and a major or 2 minors.
Okay. So I'll use a minor then to shout downstairs and go, Benny, Alex, there's a wolf up here. I'm going to need some help. And then I'm going to slam the door in the wolf's face. Basically, I'm going to grab it and slam it shut. Like I'm going to grab into the room and slam.
Alrighty. And you do that, and yeah, you pretty much are just on the other side of the door right now.
Yeah, just prepping, ready to fight.
Alrighty. And now, it is the wolf's turn.
Of course.
Hi. As much as I want to use these Cthulhu dice, they're both D10s. So let me...
Has this wolf learned to open doors like a velociraptor?
That is what I'm concerned about.
Do you need to learn to open doors?
You can just break down doors like I did.
If you can just, yeah. Because he probably could have damaged the door with him trying to be the last action hero. So, you just hear like this scraping and this just thud against the door. Let's see. It would have been a strength roll. Yeah, so as like pretty much like it breaks, not the whole door doesn't break, but it's just like a hole like kind of opens up as its head just like kind of is like lashing out like just trying to like snap at you. But that's its turn. Benny, it's your turn.
I hear Jack calling and saying that there's a wolf. I'm like, a wolf? And I stop gathering my data from the computer, and then the wolf's upstairs. They're upstairs, correct?
Correct. Well, yeah.
Okay, let's start. Oh, wait, is there anything nearby me that maybe I can grab and use as a weapon?
Give me a spot hidden.
You know what? Fair. Where are you? You're here. Oh no, you're here. Spot hidden. There you go. I don't know what that is.
What is your spot hidden? Just take the 23.
It is 25.
Oh.
So the 23 under 25 then.
So that should be a pass.
That is a pass. I don't know what happened with the roll 20. That's weird.
It just said 25 divided by 0, which is not a thing. You can't do that. That's illegal.
Well, Benny, whatever you did to break your character sheet, you rolled successfully, and like you see over on the far wall, like behind a further behind a row of books is a fireplace with a fire poker and the broom and all that stuff in there.
Let's take the fire poker. It's pointy. Yeah.
Okay.
So I grab the fire poker, and then I start storming my way up there.
All right. Yeah, we'll say that you grabbed it and you're at the door now. Because I think every round's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, something like
Around
that.
there.
That's kind of the nominal target, I think.
So, yeah. So, you do that. And we're now back at the top with Alex.
So Alex hearing this call of "There's a wolf" from Jack Smith. What are you talking about? There's a wolf. Well, just get your way down here. We can't like run up the stairs to help you. And I guess at this point, Alex is going to be standing around the entryway looking for some sort of a weapon so that he can potentially help as soon as Jack does get off the balcony.
You're looking for a weapon as well?
Yeah, not very successfully. That's an 89 over 65.
Yeah, like, pretty much all you find is, like, shards of wood and everything just from, like, a quick search and all that stuff. Yeah, and, like, it's all, like, within the rubble and everything. So, and with that, we move on to Jackamaroo.
So I think the wisest idea is just to run down the hallway and get the heck away from this thing. Because I don't think punching is going to solve much problem here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna sprint down the hallway, trying to get as close as I can to the others as I can.
Okay, so yeah, 2 minor actions. Yeah, we'll say you got into. Now, are you picking up your blankets, or because you left them at the door?
No, I'm not picking up my blankets.
Okay.
No.
So you dash down the stairs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Do another roll for my Wolfamaroo. We'll say you're about halfway down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, with that, you, well, something happens, but you just hear the door cracking under the weight, and all of a sudden, at the top of the stairs, you see this ice wolf. And upon seeing it, Alex, you need to give a sanity roll. I don't know. You know what, Benny? You give one too, because you're in the doorway. Just to keep it easy here. Both you guys give a sanity roll.
Apparently,
sanity
Alex
roll?
does not like the looks of this. That's
Yes,
a
sanity roll.
That's a 0 or 100.
What happened?
Ooh.
What?
Because I don't think
Why
it
is-
actually. It would be 100, not 0 for that. I think.
Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
55 over 35. It's 54 over 35, so I failed.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with your thing.
Yeah. Oh, when you changed your sanity, did you lose sanity last round? Did you change it from edit and all that?
I didn't.
Who lost sanity last round?
Me.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so
Oh, I fixed it. I see what the problem was.
okay. So you are gonna take 1 point of sanity, Benny, since Alex rolled 100. Yeah. Between the frozen woman and the frozen wolf, you know what? Where's that? I know I have the fun thing here.
Oh, no.
of the table of random sanity effects. Should be here soon. Because I don't think I deleted it. At least I hope I didn't delete it. I hate how I can't find anything when I want to find it.
He deleted it.
Oh, there it is. Alrighty. So, I'm going to say you're going to take 3 points of sanity damage. And then, where is it? Alright. Just because you rolled a 100, which is definitely a critical fail. We're going to give you a short-term temporary insanity effect. So give me a D100 roll.
Ooh.
Back ignite. 26.
26. Alex has a screaming fit. Maybe almost like how Leonard was when you found him. I'll let you think about how that's gonna happen, but yeah, the wolf is at the top of the stairs looking down at all y'all. Benny, it is your turn.
The door. So I'm still in front of the door. I still need to open the door, correct?
No, the door was never closed unless you closed the door.
Oh, sorry. When you said I was in front of a door, I was thinking the door
You
is
were in
closed.
the doorway. Sorry, you were in the doorway. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure in my brain everything's correct. Okay, so the wolf should be in sight for me then.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why you rolled sanity.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay. Can I slowly start to advance forward and square up, kind of like measure up the wolf with my poker, kind of like in front, a little timidly, just to kind of gauge it, see if it wants to maybe jump, and if it does, then I'll attack.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Almost like readying an attack or something.
Yeah, like, I'm on guard because, like, it's a wolf. It's got, it might jump, but I just wanted to know I'm here. I'm here. I have a weapon. I will. Don't make me.
God damn it, Benny.
Yeah.
I'll swing. I'll do it.
Yeah. So you look as intimidating as possible while like trying to back up to the door or something.
No, I'm actually I'm slowly advancing forward.
Oh, you're getting closer to it.
I'm getting closer to it. In case it does want to jump, and if it does, then yeah, I want to attack. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Yeah, you can totally do that. And with that, we're back at the top. Alex.
It's a lot. Where's Beth? Where's this cut? You gotta get out of here. Come on, just stick down the stairs. Let's go. It's a... That took confidence on life.
Alex is just going berserk here, yelling about this wolf that Jack clearly said there's a wolf. But now seeing it is just going frantic, waving his arms like, come on, help me get him in the car, let's go.
Alright. So yeah, you're just gonna spend here. Let me
And he's
roll.
doing absolutely nothing useful at this point besides just yelling about this wolf.
Yay.
He's very frantic from this seeing this wolf.
Alright. I forgot to roll a D4 for you. That's 4 rounds, so you got 3 rounds left.
Oof.
So with that, you're doing that. Jack?
Jack's looking at the wolf, looking at both of them. Alex has lost it. Benny is clearly scared despite the fact that he wants to attempt to fight it. Jack looks at it and go, yeah, that ain't natural. And then he turns around and he's going to run backwards. And he's just going to pick up whoever's in his way to get out of this place. So if it's Benny or Alex, he doesn't care. He's lifting them up and he's still running.
I think Benny would be the closest.
Yep. We're getting out of here, kid, and then he's gonna lift you up over his shoulder, and continue running. You can have the poker pointing backwards. That's up to you. But Jack's out.
Benny, are you fighting this?
You know what? I won't. But as I'm like getting carried, I'm like can I launch the poker at the wolf?
On your turn.
Well, yeah, when we get there, yeah.
Yeah, Jack's not preventing you from attacking. He's just trying to get you out of here.
Give me a strength check. Like it's not like you're not fighting against each other or anything. So
20. It's a hard success. 27 under 20 under 55.
Yeah, no, you scoop him up like he weighs nothing, and start getting towards the door. You pretty much get where Alex is.
Let's go, you know.
And as it is the wolf's turn, it looks at you and then just inhales and just lets out this this piercing howl as the air seems to get colder and colder. I need everyone to give me a power roll.
Oh, this is gonna go great for me.
These dice are getting relegated.
Oh, it is gonna go great for me.
These dice are getting relegated. That's a 92 over 45.
Okay. Hey, it's not. Yeah, it's not a crit failure.
It's not fair. Those dice are done tonight.
1735, baby. We'll take those.
Okay. And how about you, Jack?
20 under 45. So hard success.
Okay. So you both, Benny and Jack, like you feel like the air like snip, like almost like bite at your skin, like through your heavy coats and everything. Oh, I just realized I gotta roll for Leonard because he's technically there too.
Oh.
Now time for the fun question of the day. Did I ever make him the character sheet?
You made a lot of them.
Yeah, I know I didn't. I keep forgetting to finish them. I didn't. So, yeah. So, but I think both you guys, as you kind of like get by Jack and Leonard, like you see, like flecks of ice start to form on their skin as they seem to be frozen in place. Not completely, like they're still like breathing and everything. But the wolf, like you guys, yeah. So, but that is with that, the wolf slowly begins to pad down the staircase. And Benny, it is now your turn.
Go ahead, Benny.
Benny is now being carried away, begins to start flailing, and sees the wolf now, as I sees the ice starting to go around, and it thinks about throwing the poker at first, but then thinks, we might need this later. I guess for my action, what I'll do is, since we're getting out of here, can I slip out of Alex's grasp and then just start booking it alongside? This way, less carrying and physical work needed.
Yeah, I mean, Jack will let go of you.
Yeah.
Or Jack, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we understood who you're talking about. Yeah, no, you're able to keep moving, like on your own accord.
Yeah, Jack lets you down, thinking to himself as well as like, yeah, I probably need to get Leonard over you. So he lets go of you and lets you run.
Okay. And with that, so you exit the house.
This is what I came here for. This is what I came here for. This is what I came here for.
With that, it is now Alex's turn. Alex, give me another power roll.
Fucking do it, Alex.
Well, that's closer. That's 58 over 45.
8 over 45. Yeah. No, so you pretty much you can only do half your actions right now. So you can either do one no, you can't attack. So you can only do one minor move right now.
So I guess where Jack just passed Alex is that kind of the point where he's at?
Yeah.
So Alex seeing Jack right there is going to be like, I don't know what's going on with me, and still kind of yelling a little bit, but not as much because he's feeling slower, and start shuffling towards the snowcat. Get Leonard, and as he's kind of staggering towards the snowcat.
All right, Jack.
Jack just looks at it. It's like, on it. This is why I don't like being around people, and that he's gonna try and, as best as he can, heft the big man. As if he can lift him, if he can pull him, whatever he can do.
What's your strength? What?
My strength is 55.
55. I think you can. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but you can drag him out.
I was really hoping it'd go based on my size. Yeah, so I'm just gonna drag him out as far as I can. Doing the most appropriate thing as flipping off the wolf as I leave.
And with that, so you guys all step out. Now it is the wolf's turn. As we get the wind back.
Oh no, the lovely wind.
No, he is boss music.
As you guys stand there, and it's like time passes, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Jack stops screaming.
Or Alex.
Alex stops screaming as you guys are kind of all just sitting there, like kind of standing there, breathing heavy. And then out of the corner of your eye, you see the wolf jump out of where the house was destroyed, look at you, and then run into the woods. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Well, Alex is
Come
feeling
back and
very
fight me like a
chilly.
man.
Alex is feeling very chilled right now, and we'll be glad that the heater is working again.
Yeah. No. Jack is looking at both of you, just both of you, just going like, okay, I got everyone out. That's all he's happy about.
Yeah, I could have took him.
Listen,
with
Cara.
That's a 10 under 55 to punch Benny in the back of the head. No.
He dies.
Oh no.
Not another body. Not another baby.
I'm like, yeah, like honestly, physically, I am nothing.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. For us, it'll probably be like 8 months again. So. But anyway.
Bye.
Until next time. Toodles.
Boop.